Hey everybody, I trust that you're having a great Sunday. If this is your first time ever watching one of my videos, first of all, welcome. My name is Nick Comstock. Please consider subscribing, and when you subscribe, make sure you hit that little notification bell. So each day when I upload a video, you get notified. Alright, you guys, I want to talk to you about something that has been on my heart for the past week or so. Here at my house, I have received a new staff taking care of me, and I've instructed them that I would like them to get me up as early as 6 a.m. And they're a very gracious person. I'm not saying anything about their graciousness or anything like that. But they have said to me on numerous occasions within this last week that I need to make their job easier for them. And this is not what they signed up for. And, I need to be making it easier for them, and I'm stressing them out and all that stuff. And when they kept repeating that I need to make their job easier for them, this idea for this video started rolling around in my head. And I want to say to that staff member who may potentially watch this, the only way that I could make your job easier for you is if I didn't have a disability or any type of infirmity at all. Caregivers, the only way that your clients can make your job easier for them is if they didn't need you. So when they ask you to do things like get them up early or help them with their computer or help them with their phone or help them with whatever it is, and you say to them, well, this is not my job, this is not what I signed up for, you're stressing me out, you're supposed to make this easy for me, you need to make my job easier for me. You're making that client, you're making me feel like a burden to you. Even though you don't feel like that's what you're doing, and you may not intentionally want to make your client feel like a burden to you, when you say things like that, staff members, to any client, when you say things like that, and your client depends on you for their every need, when you say things like, you're stressing me out, this is not part of my job, this is not what I signed up for, when you say things like that, you make us feel like a burden, and that is not what you are supposed to do. And let me just make this clear to all caregivers who may see this. You wear many hats. You don't just clean up a client after they go to the bathroom. You don't just feed a client when they need to be fed. You're not just up with a client at night when they're sick. You are, in many ways, their counselor. You are, in many ways, the person they turn to when they have a problem. You are, if you're handy with technology and they find that out, you're the one that they go to when your TV is messed up. Trust me, I have them on my staff. The moment they walk in the door, I'm like, hey, I need help with my new smart TV, or I need help with my computer. You are so much more than just the average caregiver. And I'm telling you, caregivers, right now, the only way that your job could be made easy is if it didn't have to exist. And there are a lot of clients that wish that their infirmity didn't exist so that they didn't have you to take care of them. And I'm one of them. That is the only way your job could be made easier, is if people with disabilities didn't exist. Unfortunately, people with disabilities do exist. And they don't need someone coming into their world when it's already stressed out enough saying, you need to make my life easier. You're supposed to be making this easy for me. This is stressing me out. Because when you say things like that, you're stressing us out. And I know you probably don't mean to do that, caregivers. But keep in mind, you're there so that they can live the life as close to what you are living. You're there so that they can go out and go to the store and shop, so that they can go out to eat with their families, so that they can go have fun. You're there so that they can have the same quality of life that you do. And if you're out there saying, well, Nick, I don't have the quality of life that you're talking about, and I'm a caregiver, well, then maybe you need to change something about that. Only person that can change your life is you. Only person that can change your life is you. So if you don't have the quality of life that you want, and you're a caregiver watching this and you're saying that, then the only person that can change your life is you. But it's not your client's job to make your job easier. Because I'll be the first to tell you, your job is not easy. And if you want an easy job, go find one. Because this isn't it. Like I said at the beginning of this video, and actually throughout this video, the only way your job could be made easier as a caregiver is if you didn't have any caregiving to do. Unfortunately, you do. And your job is to be the best dang caregiver possible. Not to go home, not to say to your client to their face, you need to make my job easier. I'm a big advocate for caregivers, and most of you who watch me know that. But this is kind of slapping you around a little bit. I understand that. But take this as a real, sharp, hard knock in the chest and say to yourself, okay, he's talking to me. I need to knock it off. Because maybe your client wants to say something like this to you, but they can't because they don't know how you'll react. Or maybe they're just not able to speak up for themselves. And so I am their voice. And I will always be a voice for people with disabilities. And so just remember, you have a job because there are people with disabilities who need you to make their lives just as good and just as fruitful as yours. And if your life isn't good and fruitful, then you need to do something to change it. I hope this video was kind of a wake-up call for caregivers and a shot in the arm at the same time. And if you're on my staff and you see this video, know that I love you and know that I appreciate you. And if you're not on my staff and you see this video and you're a caregiver, maybe you need to hit a reset button. And I hope this video allows you to do that. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.